Hello.
I have a great idea for a skit.
Okay. Sure.
Look, everybody loves my skits. It's like the best thing that I do.
Yeah. It is. It would wow, yeah. It would be really sad if you stopped doing those. I've been so upset that they haven't been happening.
That's exactly my point.
Anyway.
Everybody wants skits. They're like, skit. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So you want to do one with me?
Yeah, so walk me through. So what would I be doing exactly? Would I be like drawing? See? It's a horse. Look at it. Oh, no. Wait.
Where's the horse?
It's there. You see, it's... Oh my... How do you erase? No, that made it worse. Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't think that would be a good idea.
No.
No, I got it. Everybody loved bread and butter. What if we do bread and butter part 3? Bread and butter part 3,
No. I think you peaked at part 1 of that. Yep. Ooh, I got it. Okay, what if we did like a green screen behind us, you know?
Oh, no, that's a great idea. Yeah. We could have like a green screen with like, we could show like pictures and we could like talk.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we could like talk for like an hour. It would be so cool.
So cool.
Let me scream and get out my nervous energy. And what do you think we'll be doing?
I don't know, probably hula hooping or something.
I'll lose.
Yeah. My way.
I can, yeah. There's my way. That's it. You're also wrong. But me is more important. I like caught it on fire. Why they give that to kids? That seems like a poor choice. But hey, it's like $2.
Like eye language, right? So like I opened the fridge. Sure.
What's in there?
And then you're like, yeah, I opened the fridge. What did I find? Nothing, probably. I mean, it was like a wolf on the cover, and it was like, you know, howling and
what
stuff.
Was that? Well, how do you look?
You know, it's like.
Yeah. Maybe we shouldn't do a skit.
We shouldn't do a skit.
Hey everybody, it's Taylor. How's it going? We're here in a brand new episode, and we are joined by a special guest today, as you would have seen in the intro skit.
It's me, also Taylor.
That's right.
Yeah, that is right.
Who are you?
Oh, so who am I really?
Yeah. Not who are you in real life, who are you online?
Yeah, so that's what matters, right? That's my identity.
Uh-huh.
So I am Lotus of Lotus Tile Tarot, and I have my own YouTube channel as well, so you can check that out. But we are doing a collaboration today. I do tarot usually, as is probably indicated by my name.
It is.
So yeah, I have like a little crystal ball. I tell you your future. You give me a couple coins. Hey, okay, but no, I do read tarot though online for the collective, and yeah, that's kind of my shtick. But Taylor and I are doing a couple of different collaborations. So we did a collaboration on my channel that you can check out, where we did a collaborative reading, and that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a good time. You guys should definitely check it out if you've not seen tarot before, or if you just would like more of this energy.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. So yeah, that's kind of I guess that's it.
Yeah. Thank you for joining me.
Yeah, thank you.
So yeah, we're excited today. So what we're going to do today is to give you a quick breakdown so you know what to expect going forward. we are going to talk about characters. And then we're actually going to work and try to joint make a character. But first, let's talk a little bit about writing and storytelling and kind of just general character development. I personally, as I've shared maybe in some of my videos, maybe you've seen or haven't seen, but I am currently working on a graphic novel. You can call it a comic, you can call it a webtoon, you can call it whatever the hell you want, because there's a lot of similar names, but a story with pictures. And I'm currently working on one, and while I haven't shared a lot of it online, I've shared some of the characters because I've been working on the writing in the background. But storytelling and writing is really important to me, and it's also very important to Taylor. She has done a bit of writing in her past. Would you like to speak on that at all, what you've done?
Yeah, so what I've done. So check out my published works. No. Yeah, there's so many published things that I've done. No, but I have done a fair bit of writing. I dabbled in, the whole fan fiction thing with Tumblr and things like that. I have done some, I'm being the operative word there, writing of, my own creations, things that are original works. And most of that will never see the light of day. But yeah, we talked a little bit about this beforehand, but I guess my foray into writing started in 6th grade with my little wolf story. Yeah, it was a class assignment. We had to make up our own novella, and I wrote about wolf people, but they weren't werewolves, so I don't remember, but it had something to do with family. Somehow I got into wolves, and I drew a really amazing wolf cover on the cover.
And we have that here today.
No, we don't. And if we did, it would be incinerated.
Glorious.
Yeah, well, that's one word for it, but it was terrible. Yeah, the little howling wolf, and I feel like there were people on it too. Like,
this is new details.
Yeah.
We've not heard about the people.
With like a moon in the background. It was pretty.
Do we have transitionary people or just little stick guys walking around?
Well, they weren't just stick guys. Like, I mean,
Sorry, I don't want to minimize your efforts.
They weren't that bad. Okay, I was a decent artist in my day. But anyway, yes. So without getting too into the weeds, writing has been a big passion of mine since I was a little kid.
Yeah. And I guess storytelling in general, right? Because you've done acting as well, and you've written scripts for even class and things to that nature.
Touche. Yeah, true. I forgot to touch on that topic, but yeah. So that is more of the writing that I guess I do now is more screenplay writing, which is really interesting and different. And like Taylor was saying, graphic novels, there's a totally different writing style for that as well, which is kind of fun.
Yeah, and that kind of spawned the idea of where this video could go, because we both do similar things. We both care about storytelling, we both care about writing, we both care about characters, character-heavy stories, I suppose. And we kind of approach it from different angles, at least I think so. She's going to tell you that we don't, no. But as far as when you go about writing, for you specifically, how do you start? Where do you delve in? Where do you go about starting on making a character? How does that work for you?
Absolutely. So for me, it starts with the internal dialogue of the character. It starts with who they are, generally speaking, what is driving them through life. So that's kind of how I start. I usually will literally physically be like walking outside, listening to a song, and something about the song makes me feel a certain emotion, and I start exploring a character because of that, so that's how I like to look at characters. I like to go from the inside out perspective. Now for you, is that kind of the opposite then? Yeah,
it is a lot of the time. Sometimes when I'm making a character, that's kind of one of the reasons why I like doing my drawing kind of prompt videos, where I try to challenge myself to get outside of the box, right? Because otherwise I'll draw like gargoyles and Dragon Ball Z characters all the time. So it's embedded in my brain. But it's trapped. No, but it is. And so I like to do these spontaneous kind of videos where I'm forced to trigger my creativity in a different way, because Usually when I go about making a character, it does kind of spawn from how they look and what they look like. And
Sure.
obviously I do a lot of drawing. It makes sense, I suppose. That's kind of my main background. But I'll do that. Like, even if I don't know what to draw, maybe I'll start scratching the page. I'll see kind of what comes out. And if there's lines that look good, then I'll kind of run with that. You know, sometimes even starting in a silhouette. Silhouettes are really important when you design characters. Being able to tell who a character is from a distance, kind of in the same way as like having a specific voice for a character in writing, right? Like they need to feel distinct almost immediately.
Right.
So when I go about making characters, I do usually start visually. And then as I've got into writing and allowed myself to try writing, I've then worked into storytelling and then gone backwards and refined the character. And it's kind of a molding, everything reforms how the other should look, kind of. Does that make sense to you as well?
Yeah, that makes total sense. Yeah, I think we just come into it from a different perspective, I guess, but it is very similar to how I look at and create characters.
Yeah, and I think it's a healthy balance. I think being open to not getting stuck in how something should look immediately, I think is really important.
Yeah.
Right? Being flexible and maybe this could change this way and it'd be way better. Right? So now to the meat of the video. What we're going to do now, actually, to that same point, is we're going to make a character. Yay! Streamers and popping and fireworks. I'm not going to add any of that in post, but pretend it's there. So what we're going to do is I'll have Taylor go first. But we're each going to, yeah, she luck of the draw there. We're each going to start from the prompt of fantasy character, okay? She's going to tell you her original thought of what a character might be. I'll come in and tell you what my original thought is. And then we'll talk to each other and see what we both come up with. And then we'll reform and make a unified character based on those interpretations, which should be very interesting.
Sort of a little amateur writing room.
Yes, that is right.
Yes.
Ready?
Yep.
See you soon.
All right. So I'm thinking I want to do a character that I can hear Taylor whistling in the other room. He's trying really hard not to hear what I have to say. We're not going to let him hear it. Okay, anyway. I'm thinking that I would like to do a character, it'll be interesting to see how this mixes, that is a fairy, but I'm thinking like a kind of a goth fairy. Like she's very gloom and doom, like just total and complete sadness and rage. And she's afraid of flying. And so she sort of like rejects part of her identity. And yeah, that's sort of the thing that I'm thinking would be kind of fun for her to be a character like that and see what in the world Taylor is going to mix with that. So yeah, I feel like that's a good general starting point. So fairy, kind of gothic, edgy, bad girl, bad person type of vibe, maybe non-binary, I don't know, but definitely kind of goth, alternative looking, and very, very petrified of flying. Sure.
All right, so I know this is my video, but I didn't do a lot of pre-thinking into what I'm going to draw. Let's see. I kind of want something a little bit more bestial in the realm of fantasy. I kind of want to do like an ogre. My speculation, and I hope I'm wrong, or actually I'm curious to see what Taylor does. I feel like she'll do like, no, I won't guess. No, I'll guess. I feel like she'll do like a woman, like a badass female with swords, roguish. That's what I'm going to go for. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is an ogre-like character. There was these cards that were in Yu-Gi-Oh! And they were these twin like ogres or twin goblins or something. There was a red one and a green one, and they had like clubs, like big like lion mane, kind of like Oni vibes. I think I'm gonna do something like that. That looks like a little ferocious, a little evil, kind of swole, maybe like in a hunched kind of posture. I think that's what I'll do. And if she does something totally different, it'll make it really interesting to try to combine those. So I guess we'll see what happens. Let's check it out. All right, we are back after a brief delay. That was about 15 minutes. We've each, based on what we told you, we've each come up with our own starting of a character. I will have Taylor go first and talk about, or I guess read what she has done so far.
Yeah, so I sort of talked a little bit, very, very briefly about this character, but I named this character Maeve. That's going to probably change. But for this purpose, they're Maeve, and they are a 16-year-old fairy.
Ooh, fairy.
Yeah, so edgy, very gothic and alternative in appearance, gloomy, deathly afraid of flying. So.
Okay.
Yep.
Good thing I didn't do anything with flying in mind. That would have been bad.
But very, very introverted, so very kept to themselves. Really into gardening.
Oh.
Especially her little moon lilies. So it is a she. She does have a flute that is omnipresent with her at all times. She has like a little case that she carries with her, and it allows her to use her own magic, which is to lull others to sleep in conversation so that she can avoid them. And so that she can, do the whole Irish goodbye at a party and just skedaddle. Which she can also do, actually, this I thought was kind of cool. She can basically morph into like a glass pane, like stained glass. And like she can move through stained glass and stuff.
That's really fun.
I thought that was fun. It doesn't really fit into anything that I'm talking about here, but it was an idea.
It's a cool idea.
Very, very sarcastic as a person. She is the daughter of a fairy queen. So there's a fairy court. She's supposed to represent spring. So she's got 3 sisters, and they all represent a different season. Fun. And she is supposed to be spring's embodiment, and she is the least spring-like. So it's kind of fun. But she rejects that title. Reject your own nose. And she's on the run from the court. So most of her friends are flowers or animals. That's who she talks to. But specifically, she does make friends with a white rabbit named Frost, who is this little fur ball with a penchant for mischief and portals. And he is the one that actually helps her get away from the fairy court, but it comes at a price. So she basically is asked by Frost if he can have her wings. Frost really wants to fly, so they make a deal that if Frost can manage to portal Maeve to a totally new dimension where she can start a new life, then she will give her wings because, somebody needs to fly around here. She doesn't fly unless basically she is forced into it. So her only time that she is like flown has been when she's in a free fall, basically. And so she's got a lot of like repressed anger, like I said, kind of like the embodiment of sadness and gloom. But she does have some wrath underlying her as well, just because she does feel like she's not allowed to be who she really is. And she doesn't really know who she is because she's not allowed to explore that necessarily. So
I like the parallel of her being spring.
Yes. Exactly.
And destruction at the same time.
Yeah, thought that was kind of fun. So sort of death and life come together.
Yeah, that's really good.
So that's my character.
Love it. Not what I did. A little different. I wouldn't say for a parallel or just behind the scenes too. So when we had our 15 minutes, we both sat here at basically opposite ends of the table. Taylor listened to music and got in the zone. I chewed gum in silence.
Yeah, it was totally different.
So parallel, and then my character, which I'll show you on screen. But my character, for Taylor to see.
Oh, yes, I can't wait to see him with wings.
Yes. My character, I don't have a lot of background, because it was mostly visuals. But my character is named Gerlach. And Gerlach likes you. That's what I got.
Gerlach likes you.
Yep. Gerlach takes what he wants. He's a strong ogre guy. He's got a sweet, like, mohawk ponytail mane thing going on and a club. I knew I wanted him to be an ogre, I knew I wanted him to be fierce and kind of like a defender kind of dude. And that's what we got. So that'll be a really interesting parallel. I will say, because you said your character was alternative, I think we can absolutely reuse the hair.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Perfect on the fairy character. Now, I think it would be beneficial probably to turn him into a female. It can fit your story.
Okay. She's just kind of gloomy, probably hunched over a little bit, tries to like shrink herself down.
I like that. Well, Gerlach already has kind of a hunched posture.
Yep, sure
right?
does.
So we'll have her standing, we'll have her kind of brooding. Maybe she's like, we'll make her a little bit like a little jacked for a fairy.
I like that.
We'll make her just like a little bigger and awkward for a fairy.
She works out for the rage.
Yep, that's right, for that hidden rage underneath. We'll give her the sweet mohawk mane hair.
Yeah, Viking-esque. Yeah.
Anything else we want to do? So you said she doesn't like flying.
She doesn't like flying. She's terrified of it.
But she has wings. She's
she
a fairy.
has wings. She
I
can't
feel like
fly.
we should do something where like her wings are like bound or like tied up. Like she doesn't want to use them.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, in like a defiance.
Like they're trying to like trying to break free.
Yeah. And then did you say she has any like magical capabilities or anything? I forgot.
She does. Well,
she has a flute.
She has the flute.
Okay, well, Gerlach has a club. So what if we take the flute and then give it kind of just like make it a little bit bulkier so like she can play it, but then she can also beat somebody over the head with it?
I like that. That she would definitely do something like that in a conversation that she doesn't want to be a part of.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Any other details you would add to that, or does that in the gist encompass a good fusion, you think?
No, I think that's a great fusion. Do you think we can add little Frost, like the little rabbit?
A little bunny rabbit?
Yeah, he's like kind of mischievous, you know. He's like.
Oh yeah, we can add Frost. Spoiler: we forgot to add Frost.
I don't know what that face is.
I don't know. But yeah, so now I gotta combine both of these, and let's check it out. And we're back. After about 30-ish minutes or so, we present the final piece. Maeve? Maeve, right?
Yep.
Maeve 2.0. Goodbye, Gerlach. See you later.
Sorry.
You weren't well thought out. Yeah, so this is the finished piece. I'm really happy with how it turned out. What do you think?
Very happy. Yeah, I think it's great. I love it. I love all the details. The little flowers in the hair and the music notes and the club and the flute together.
Yeah. Thought if she was playing, they got too close, they didn't stay asleep, she'd just bring it down and smack them right across the face.
That's what she does.
I bound her wings with their low detail for the sake of speed, but they're supposed to be like sweatbands. That's what I put on her wings to clamp them together.
I like that.
We gave her like little cliche, like little pixie fairy boots, because I thought that'd be funny with her buff size. And then you had a good idea with like the tank top for like the sports bra kind of workout aesthetic, and yeah, it kind of came full circle.
Mm-hmm. It was great. I love it.
So I hope you guys liked that. I hope you enjoyed the idea of our collaboration and how a character can really evolve once you're, one, not afraid to change it based on new ideas, but also how it can evolve as you go between writing and drawing, and how those two can meld and make a brand new character, or a character who maybe is more realized or further adapted than you originally thought. So
yeah,
I thought this was a lot of fun. So thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Again, this is Taylor of Lotus Tile Tarot. Anything you want to say to anybody before we go?
Yeah, thank you for watching. And also don't forget to check out our collaboration on my channel. If you're interested in watching a tarot reading, it's for everybody, so don't feel scared. If you don't know anything about tarot, that is totally okay. Just sit and enjoy. That's
a great point too. Taylor does a great job of making everybody feel welcome in her community, and I don't personally watch a lot of tarot, but I really love her readings because she's very human. She's very natural in her delivery, and it's very heartfelt and welcoming. So I think even if you don't watch our video, go check out her channel, because I think you will really enjoy it. It's very very insightful information. So yeah, but anyway, I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it, and so would she if you go do it on her channel. Yeah. But until next time, see you then.
See ya.
We did it!
We did it!
Hooray! Oh. I always start looking down, and then I look up, and then I go. So that's what I'm gonna do again. It's a good like, how are you?
I feel like a news anchor today.
This just in. You suck. No.
Welcome to my mental fortress prison
of pain. No, what if... Oh, I got it. What if we did Bread and Butter Part 3?
No. I honestly think you peaked at part 1. That was the best that skit was going to be. Quit!